What's up, guys? Welcome to Bruce Wayne's figure review. Today we have the Marvel Legends MODOK. And to tell you the truth, I really don't know much about this guy, but he looks pretty cool. And my whole point of collecting these Marvel Legends figures is to eventually one day have a whole room dedicated for these guys and have like a Marvel universe, if you will. And I don't know, MODOK, I think he's one of the main villains guys. I'm not sure, but I think he is pretty popular, so I should have done some homework before doing the review. But nah, I got the guy. Got pretty lucky, I guess. I went to the Target store and then I saw the lady stocking up. And I just asked her, by any chance, do you have any Marvel Legends figures? And then she showed me. She was nice enough and she gave it to me. She let me grab this, so yeah. And right here we can see a whole display of the figure. Things looks pretty neat, honestly. It looks pretty detailed. The teeth, some waves, some sounds. I don't even know what you call those, but you can see a little. He has like a button with a trigger, and it looks pretty cool. The box looks pretty neat. On the side, yes, I got some out for that. You can see the comic version of it, I guess, a drawn version of MODOK. And in the back, we can see the actual MODOK, how he would look whenever we take him out the box. And I think that's a pretty cool box, honestly. It looks nice. And it shows you right there the detail on this guy, the flame effect coming out from the floating chair, the hand. I guess you do have some wiggle room with the handle. So the story for MODOK says, the freak product of intense scientific experimentation, the living computer MODOK now sits atop of a vast empire of criminal conspirators bent on world domination. Extraño producto de una intensa experimentación científica, la computadora viviente MODOK se encuentra ahora en la cima de un vasto imperio conspiradores criminales centrados en la dominación del mundo. So that was my Spanish reading for you guys. And then on the side, I guess we do have another drawn version of MODOK. So yeah, I'm excited to take this guy. He looks like he's gonna be pretty big. And in the back, it does say that he's 8 inches tall, 8 inches almost and a half, with 21 centimeters. So yeah, let's take him out the box and see what this guy's about. This is how it looks coming out the box. So there is some assembling that is required. So just a heads up for you guys. Alright, for the accessories, we get one optional face plate or a different face. I don't know. This one is with the open mouth. The one that comes with the regular on it, excuse the zoom in, comes with these closed lips. But not the best demonstration, but you'll see it eventually. So we get these 3 options, and then we get 2 hands, one open-handed and then one fisted handed. So that's about it. Not much access. Those are the only 3 items that I would consider as an accessory, because everything else has to be pretty much on the figure. So other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. So here we have MODOK fully assembled. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of tricky because at first I didn't know how to put it, but the tricky part was putting the hair. So what you do is you get this piece first, this piece right here, and then you put the head on it, and then you try to sculpt it together like that. There's some pegs that come out like that. I didn't want to record because I was trying to learn myself, and I don't want to record myself having trouble at the beginning, but nah, anybody should be able to get it. But this is how it looks fully assembled, man, and it has a lot of detail that I like it. It has a lot of detail, honestly. You see a lot of wrinkle. The skin tone is pretty good, man. Almost looks close. I think that's a very close skin tone color they chose. The hair doesn't look that realistic in my opinion, but the face does look pretty cool. And then you see some red right here. It's kind of shaded, which was just a solid color. But you can see some sculptured items here, and then around the floating chair that he has, you see some vents right here. You see some molded lines, some hexagons from WandaVision, and then you see some more lines, more sculptured, then the fire effect at the bottom. Everything is really nicely sculptured, honestly. I never got the Toy Biz one, but I've seen the pictures, and the Toy Biz is really good too. But I mean, I think this one is gonna take the 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 throne for the which one is the best. So let's check out the articulation of this guy, which is kind of limited because it's just really a floating chair. But he does have some articulation. You could move his elbows, I guess you will. I mean, yeah, you elbows, you can move them. You got some swivel right there. And then you could do a whole rotation of the arm with the shoulder. You do have some swivel in the shoulder as well. And then you do have a hinge at the wrist where you could put the hand, like if you was gonna grab something, but this is not a close. But you do have a swivel in the wrist, as you can see. Same for the other arm. You could rotate it, spin it. You do have a elbow. It's not no double jointed elbow, but it does have a joint in there. And then this one has to grab a grabbing hand option, so you could just put it on right here on the, I don't know what you call this, man, the little throttle thing. Oh, man, I swear I'll be forgetting some of these words, but it's kind of hard. Let me see. I don't want to damage the figure. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Yes, I am. Guess I'll do it this way, and then yeah. I don't know, it's tricky. Let me see if I could get it. So you could grab it perfect, and no, I can't. See, and that's why I don't record myself doing things like this. Because then most of the time they don't go as easy as you would think they're gonna go. Anyways, I'll get back to that. But you get the point. Then you have some rotation in the legs. You have single jointed knees. Or maybe it's, I just took the whole thing apart. Shoot. Well, you got to see that. You do get some rotation, and then you got the thigh swivel, and then you get some ankle rockers. He's not even gonna use these because the man's floating unless he falls off. But then you did get some ankle rocker right there, up and down, and then you do get some pivot too. So that's pretty cool. So this guy's just chilling right here, floating on this floating chair, man. I wish I had one of those. So for the height, it was already previously announced that it was going to be 8 inches, but still, let's take out the measuring tape and see the height for ourselves. And this guy is close to, let me see. Shoot, it's almost, yeah, exactly 8 something. I don't have the best memory, but it's 8, almost close to 9 inches. So it was very well advertised, so no line in the height of the figure. So it's a pretty tall figure. Cool. I mean, I like it. You know, the taller the better, right? And we're going to see him compared to some other figures and see how that looks. So here we have him next to your average 6-inch Marvel Legends figure. And then here we have him next to the Hulk, the bath piece. And man, that looks pretty cool, honestly. These two guys together, I like how that looks. So you can see that's gonna scale pretty nicely to your 6-inch, even maybe a little 6.5 scale figures. This guy is actually, well, it's pretty big, you know, compared to this, and this takes a lot of space, so it will look really good on your display. So yeah, and then we can compare him to maybe a taller figure right here, 6.5, I believe this was, and it still looks pretty cool. So yeah, no, definitely it's a pretty cool figure. I like it a lot. So what's my opinion overall of this MODOK figure from Marvel Legends? It's a very well figure. I recommend it. I highly recommend it if you're a collector, if you want to collect all these figures and eventually have all of them. You know, whenever you get the chance, you could get this guy. I recommend it. Even if you're not a fan of him, like myself, I'm not a fan of him, don't know much about him, but just taking him out the box and displaying him is just something cool to look at. And I'm pretty sure once once you get to know the story behind this guy, I'm pretty sure you'll like him. Or even if they bring him into the MCU, I think that'll be pretty cool. Which eventually I know they will. He's a villain. I think he's one of the biggest ones. I'm not sure if he came out already. Like I said, I might be wrong. I'm not sure if he's the guy that came out in Captain America, but I'm not sure, man. Like I said, I really don't know. And please don't be rude in the comments. But anyways, no, definitely must have if you're a toy collector, action figure collector, whatever you want to call that. I don't care. I'm a collector. I'm an action figure, toy collector, whatever you call it. I'm that. I like that. And overall, like I said, just by looking at him, man, it's just a cool feeling. So imagine having once you know the story behind him, and then you can connect them to some other characters, then I'm pretty sure you could come up with a nice background story set up with the figures, and you have a cool display. So overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I helped in some way that could help you decide to get this figure. Maybe not, it's not for you. But overall, I hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you for watching, guys. Happy hunting.